Hey writer friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I'm a writer aspiring to be a published author. And in today's video, I will be sharing with you my summer quarterly goals. So obviously, because I haven't come out with a quarterly goals video since last quarter for the spring, it's been a while since I updated you guys on everything that's been going on with my goals, whether I met them or not. I really like sharing these goals because it helps keep me accountable. It can also help give you guys ideas for goals that you want to make, because I have both kind of writerly goals and real life goals. So I'm going to talk about my spring goals, which was April, May, and June, and tell you whether I achieved them or not. And then I'll go into my goals for the summer, which include July, August, and September. So goals 1 and 2 were connected. The first one was to complete the Happy Balanced Writer Workbook, which I did, and then also to launch the Happy Balanced Writer Workbooks, which I also did. So I was so happy that I was able to complete a project. Once I started querying, I kind of felt like I was lost, but it felt so good to like finish something and to create something, because that's what we are. We're creators, we're writers. Goal number 3, revise the Celestial Code synopsis. I did this, you guys. I am so excited because if you guys have been following me, you know that synopses are the bane of my existence, and I just was, it was like pulling teeth trying to get me to do this. And I had finally completed it, but I needed to revise it. I wanted to expand it from 1 page to 2 pages and clean it up, because that would give me a little bit more to work with for the plot. So I was able to do that. Now I have queried a couple agents that do want the synopsis, so that's why I was really pushing to try to finish it. So I did it. Whew, and here's where it gets a little rough. So goal number 4 was to brainstorm my next series, which I called F&F in my last quarterly goals video. And I did not complete this goal, but there is a reason why. I did have a reason for not doing this. It kind of ties into my summer goals, so I won't be talking specifics about why I didn't brainstorm my next series, but I will get into that for my next goals. Goal number 5 was to relaunch my critique and editing services, which I did not do. I just have first chapter critiques on my website. Yeah, I wanted to kind of like relaunch it, rebrand it, and no, that didn't happen. I think I'm kind of happy where I'm at right now. Kind of all of the AuthorTube tea and drama with, is this person credible with their services, and making sure that they're reputable, that they have things to back it up. I felt like this had to fail because I realized that like I'm okay with giving the first chapter critiques. I think that I'm qualified to do that in the state I'm at right now, but I feel like I would at least have to have a book out before I start giving out any editing services. So that's why I feel qualified to give these first chapter critiques, because I have been a beta reader and critique partner for many people besides self-editing my own works. So, I kind of failed that one on purpose. But I'm still doing the first chapter critiques if you guys are interested. Goal number 6 was to get a professional headshot for my author platform. I didn't do this. It wasn't a priority for me. I was moving, at the end of May, and I was like, I need to save money because of all of these moving costs, like that I always forget about, like security deposits, U-Haul trucks, like all of that. So I was like, getting pictures taken, just not a thing. Goal number 7 was to continue to post original content on Facebook and Twitter. I was so good with doing this in the winter quarter, and then nothing. Like Twitter, I've been okay with, but Facebook, I just abandoned that. And I think it's because a lot of my followers are on Instagram and YouTube, and then I do have a decent following on Twitter, but like I was like, I know you guys are following me on those other social media platforms which take precedence and are more of a priority for me. Goal number 8 was to upload at least 15 YouTube videos, and I did not do this. Now I gave myself a little bit of leeway because that was about 2 videos a week, and I had been doing that in the winter quarter, like consistently coming out with 2 videos a week, which is crazy to me now, because once I had to start packing and moving and starting my new job and all of that, like I didn't come out with a video for a couple weeks, and it felt like death to me. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I just miss you guys so much. I miss talking to the camera. So anyways, I only came out with 11 videos, so didn't come out with 15. Goal number 9, so now we're into my like real life goals, and that was to beat Kingdom Hearts 3. And I did that, guys. Obviously, I had to find out what was gonna happen, and I finished that on April 17th. I have been waiting for this game for 10 plus years. And then it finally came out, and I was kind of like disappointed with the storyline and the character arcs. Like Kyrie's character arc just like went out the window. She wasn't a character, So I was kind of disappointed in the game. I did like the gameplay and the mechanics, you know, and the graphics and all of that, but was a little bit disappointed by the storyline. Let me know if you have played Kingdom Hearts 3, if you beat it and what you thought. Goal number 10 was to complete 2 20-minute workouts, whether that's cardio or strength each week, and I did this. What also helped me de-stress was goal 11, which is to perform meditation twice a week, which I did. I was going between the Simple Habit app and then the meditations that were free on Audible. I think it's through Aptiv, and so like they were free to download, and I'm like, okay, and there were actually some really, really good ones. So I've been using both of those and I highly recommend them. Goal number 12 is to hit 10,000 steps 4 days a week. I did this, yes! Because you know, like I hit that goal in winter and I hadn't been hitting that goal before, but it was still a struggle for me sometimes where like I was like doing bicycles and jogging and doing jumping jacks at like 11 p.m., like almost midnight, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have my 10,000 steps. I need my 10,000 steps. And so I'm just like standing in place, like doing all these crazy things. Yeah, I was like the mad woman. But it kind of helped me. It was good motivation because I knew I'm like, this is my goal. I need to meet this goal. And lastly, goal number 13 was to incorporate a self-care day once a week with limited social media. And a part of me was like, oh yeah, I did this. And then I was like, no, Holly, no, you did not do this. You did not give yourself enough self-care. Because of the move, everything was crazy, but even probably before then, I just like wasn't giving myself that day to kind of unwind and doing the things that I liked to do, the face masks, the bubble baths, the, you know, painting my nails, just chilling. Like the day for me is just pretty much doing whatever I want. And I found that I was glued to my phone a lot, and so yeah, I did not meet that goal. So if you've been following, I met 7 out of 13 goals, which is 54%, which is a fail for the quarter. Like yeah, I failed hardcore for the spring quarter because my goal is to hit 75% success. So not too good, but I am very hopeful for the summer quarter. So I'll be sharing all of my goals. I've got so many fun things that I am planning to do. So let's dive in. Okay, so goal number 1 jumps right into Camp NaNoWriMo, and that is to edit the 3rd draft of Bargo's Riddle and incorporate Save the Cat. So, Bargo's Riddle. Yeah, I haven't talked about it too much. If you've been following me for a while, you may have heard me reference Bargo's Riddle here and there, but it was actually the second novel that I wrote. My first novel was RanaCoryRealm, which I tried to query in like the summer 2017. And then I started working on a Bargo's Riddle during one of the Camp NaNoWriMos, and it was just supposed to be a short story. Ended up becoming a 71,000 word novel as I fleshed out the plot and the characters and was like, it's a novel now. And so I edited the second draft of that, sent that off to beta readers, got that feedback, and then the Celestial Code just took over my life because I started working on that for NaNoWriMo, and I wanted to focus on that. I wanted that to be my debut novel. So I put a Bargo's Riddle on the back burner, focused on TCC. But now that TCC is over, you know, I was just thinking about focusing on, you know, another series and working on the F&F series. And then I realized like I still have like a work in progress that's just been like sitting here that I haven't touched since March 2018. And so I am going back into that world, and I'm actually super, super excited because like I just had pulled up my document and read like the first 15 pages, and I thought it was actually pretty good for, you know, pre-TCC writer Holly. You know, I saw some things that I could work on, which is good, which means that I've improved as a writer over time. But yeah, so I want to dive back into this story. If you're a newsletter subscriber, I sent out my newsletter on the 4th of July. So check your inboxes, check your spam in case it went there. I talk about a Bargo's Riddle, and I even put in a little, you know, back book blurb about it, which is just kind of like a rough blurb, but it gives you an idea into what a Bargo's Riddle is all about. It is a YA fantasy, I can tell you that. I did incorporate Save the Cat already because I wanted to do that before camp started. I am excited to try to edit this 3rd draft. And so goal number 2 is to send the 3rd draft of a Bargo's Riddle to beta readers. So yeah, if you guys think you would be interested, I will talk more about a Bargo's Riddle in future videos. And so I'm being hecka ambitious about this because my goal number 3 is to edit the 4th draft of a Bargo's Riddle and incorporate that second round of beta feedback and also do line edits. And like, I know that I am super slow with editing. Like, my goal is to finish this third draft in July, and like, I know it's not gonna take me a month, but like, I'm giving myself like an ambitious goal. Hopefully by the end of September, I will have a fourth draft done. Goal number 4 is to complete rough drafts. Oh, rough drafts, see? It's not to have a, fully formed draft of A Bar Goes Riddle's synopsis, query, and pitches, which is so weird because I feel like, yeah, like TCC's out there in the query trenches right now, and like, then in the fall, I'm gonna be trying to get all of that ready for A Bar Goes Riddle too, which is kind of weird, but also exciting. And I think I know why I'm trying to push this to finish it so soon, and that's because goal number 5 is to brainstorm my NaNoWriMo novel. My goal is to get A Bar Goes Riddle as good as it can be by the end of September, so that in October I can start outlining it. And so like, hopefully in September I can kind of start brainstorming, or at least trying to decide what I want to do. Now, I call it my super special awesome secret project. I don't know if this super special awesome secret project is something I will be working on for NaNoWriMo this year, but if it is, like, you guys are in for a treat. You're gonna be as excited as I am about it. If not, I will still be super excited, and hope you'll still be super excited for my NaNoWriMo project, but this one is just, it's amazing. Goal number 6 is to participate in PitMad in September. ? PitMad is a Twitter pitch contest. If TCC doesn't get picked up by an agent by that time, then I will probably submit a couple pitches to the contest, and see if any agents see it and it catches their eye and they're interested. If not, I also have a goal ? For number 7, which is to possibly submit the Celestial Code to Pitch Wars in September. And so this has been a decision, something that I've been thinking about, that I was talking to my good friend, author Brittany Wang, about possibly participating in Pitch Wars, because she's interested in that for her project, Fairy Fantasy. I know sometimes it's just hard to get through the query trenches. Like, it's called the trenches for a reason. Like, it's just hard to get your work out there and to be noticed. But I know, like, with Pitch Wars, like, I'd work with a mentor and, revise my manuscript as needed. And then there's like a whole pitch, there's a whole like showcase at the end where agents get to see the works, and they can request full manuscripts, partial manuscripts, or even just like query letter first 10 pages. So it's kind of like more like just the normal query style. But I think that would be a good opportunity for me if, things are still kind of slow with the query trenches. Okay, goal number 8. I am hoping that I will have my act together to get that professional headshot that I wanted. Goal number 9 is to upload at least 12 YouTube videos a week. A week? Oh my God, I hope not. You guys would be sick of me. 12 YouTube videos for the quarter, which is like 1 a week. So I think that'll be a little bit more manageable for me. I might come out with bonus videos here and there, but I at least want to try to stay consistent with that schedule. Goal number 10, I haven't done this goal since last year, but I'm bringing it back, and that is to give myself a subscriber goal for YouTube, because I want to gain my following. I want to keep connecting with you guys. And so my goal is to hit 700 subscribers. I think I can do that. I love you guys. I love the people that I'm connecting with. And for me, it's just all about connecting with more people. Okay, so because I have consistently been exercising a couple times a week, I nixed that goal. And instead, I am bringing a new goal, and that is to complete a yoga routine at least once a week, because that used to be part of my like yoga meditation goal, but I had cut that and just started doing meditation, and then yoga was part of like my workouts. But I have found that I'm just doing like cardio or strength training, and yoga's kind of fallen to the wayside. And I really want to bring that back, because it wasn't just like exercise, it was like a mind like cleanse, because I didn't focus on anything else except for the movements and my breathing and which muscles should be activating and where I should feel the stretch and all of that. And so it really was like a de-stressor for me. And it was good for stretching and strengthening the muscles. So I want to bring that back. Goal number 12, this is a spin on my self-care day, and it's actually to incorporate self-care time throughout the week with limited social media, at least, 1 day a week. I realized because I like being productive every day, then that doesn't allow me to get a day like a Sunday, for example, where I'm just like, yeah, I can do whatever I want and just like lay back. It's like, no, I'm in like go mode. I'm like, it's the weekend. It's the time for me to catch up on things I didn't do during the week. And so like, that's why my self-care day kind of falls away, because I'm like trying to like give myself a whole day, which is just really hard. And then lastly, goal number 13 is to cook a healthy meal at least one time a week. Yeah, I need to get back into doing that. And like, it's been fun because I've been finding like pulling out some recipes that I used to enjoy making, like a slow cooker chana masala, which was like super, super good. And these like St. Louis nachos with like barbecue black beans and avocado and mango, and just like, yeah, I'm like living for these recipes that I am finding again. And I'm all about like being fast and making an easy meal. And like, I feel like meal prep's the best way for me to do it, because I can just make like a bulk dish. And then I know I'm gonna have that, you know, when I come home from work. I don't have to cook, I just can heat that up. But that's a lot better than eating a lot of frozen and processed foods. So it's all part of me just trying to be a little healthier and finding more delicious and nutritious vegetarian dishes. All right, you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope that you found my goals helpful and that you got some ideas for your own goals. Please let me know in the comments down below what some of your quarterly goals are. I'd love to know so we can all cheer you on. Please give this video a big thumbs up and click subscribe to support my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.